But now we discuss Jurgen Klopp emotional farewell for Liverpool and Arne Slot taking over for him. Now, as far as Jurgen Klopp, I discussed a lot about Jurgen Klopp's legacy in this week, and I don't want to overdo it. It's just clear to me, I know the high regard I held him when it comes to managers, and the emotional connection that he created with all the fans, not just in Liverpool, but in the Premier League. But yeah, the ending being emotional. He didn't cry, even though we've seen him not being afraid to be vulnerable, crying before whenever he was doing his farewell that he did at Mainz. In fact, at Dortmund, he was afraid he would cry, so he didn't even do a farewell. He recorded a pre-recorded video, and put it up on the board. And this one, was more leveled, more like thanking the fans, trying to get them, excited for the future, getting them ready for the future, saying, reiterating him being a Liverpool fan, wishing success for them, talking about the memories and all that. It was a good ending. You saw guys like Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold being very emotional, which, when it's a manager like Jurgen Klopp, yeah. But I think the most beautiful part of it is when, Pep Guardiola, keep in mind, this is fresh off winning 4th Premier League consecutive. They're asking him in the press conference, talking about the quote Jurgen Klopp said, and him getting emotional, being almost on the verge of tears, talking about how Jurgen Klopp challenged him and how Jurgen Klopp is a great person and a great manager, and the levels that he created or was able to get at was because of Guardiola, was because of Klopp, and just showed the impact Klopp had. It's unmatched, it's phenomenal, and he's a legend. But we do, and him being a class act as he was, he started chanting Liverpool's next manager's name, Arne Slot, la 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 la. Yeah, he started chanting that. Wanted the Liverpool fans to chant with him. He got that going, which is the perfect segue. Arne Slot, he confirmed it himself. Liverpool also confirmed that he's coming in to Liverpool. He won the Eredivisie last year. He won the Dutch Cup this year. He did it with Feyenoord, which is not a team like Ajax. He did it with a lesser team or so in the Dutch league. The 45-year-old was officially announced as the successor 24 hours after Jurgen Klopp's final game. Slot said his farewell to his club Feyenoord on Sunday, and on June 1st, he's going to start his new role as a Liverpool manager. Liverpool had to agree a £9.4 million compensation package with Feyenoord earlier this month to reach agreement on personal terms with Arne Slot. Slot did confirm the news on Friday, and there was also Liverpool considered other options like Xabi Alonso and Ruben Amorim, but Michael Edwards, the head of football operations, made the decision to hire Arne Slot, and they made this decision last month, but they didn't want to overshadow what was going on with Jurgen Klopp's departure out of respect for his legacy. Now Arne Slot, he has a good reputation of being able to make a team better than the sum of their parts in terms of points per game. At AZ Alkmaar and at Feyenoord, he's had success at multiple clubs, winning the Eredivisie in 2022-2023, taking them to the finals of the Europa Conference League in 2022. He plays very high energy football, possession-based football, very dynamic. He's a very good communicator, and he kind of has that Klopp-like personality, kind of, but he does have a hard task in trying to continue this kind of rebuild that Jurgen Klopp started off this year, trying to continue off this rebuild. The beautiful thing about him is looking like Salah. He's gonna come back so he can build around Salah, who said, I'm gonna fight to continue winning trophies for Liverpool. so that's going to make it easier for him. But again, following a guy like Jurgen Klopp, not just the manager but the person, it's going to be a very, very hard task. It's almost an impossible task. That's a very, very, very difficult task. And I can imagine if the results start going bad early, the media going very, 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 very hard on him. I could imagine that. I mean, it's just how it is. It's just how it is, especially when you're following up a guy like him. A guy like Jurgen Klopp, that there's gonna be expectations that is just unachievable expectations, to be honest, just unachievable. But people need to understand that even Jurgen Klopp, when he came in, it was a process. They were really struggling. The defense was really bad whenever it started off with Jurgen. They were horrible defensively. He had to bring in a $100 million goalkeeper, $80 million center back, and that's when the defense started becoming very, very solid. Now he does the football. The style of football is going to be very, very good under Arne Slot. It's not going to be boring park the bus football or anything like that. But it's not going to be the same gegenpress, high energy. It is going to be high energy, but with Liverpool, it's very like heavy metal, live or die. There's a little bit of more possession based in here, a little bit more closer to the Barcelona tiki-taka way than the Jurgen Klopp, Ralf Rangnick way. But it's still quality football, and it's still appeasing football, and it's still a way to keep Anfield electric and the atmosphere to be very, very high and very, very steady. And he does have experience of making a team with less talent rise up and be better. So I think it will be a good signing. Personally, I don't know. I think I would have went with Xabi just because of the way that Leverkusen has been this season. But Arne Slot, he could really fit the role too. And I think he could be a brilliant, brilliant manager for Liverpool if he's given the patience and if he's not expected to do what Jurgen Klopp did, especially right away. But thank you for tuning into the GSMC Soccer Podcast presented by the GSMC Sport Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. Thank you once again and have a wonderful, wonderful day.